Welcome to this module on how prompts influence AI reasoning. In the previous modules, we learned what prompts are, how to write effective prompts, and how to control AI outputs using parameters such as temperature and top P. Now, we'll take the next step by exploring how the way we write a prompt directly influences the AI's reasoning process. You'll discover why some prompts produce clear, accurate, and well-structured responses, while others lead to incomplete or irrelevant results. We'll also examine how context, instructions, examples, and prompt structure help guide the AI towards better decision-making. By the end of this module, you'll understand not only how to write better prompts, but also why they have such a significant impact on the quality of AI-generated responses. Let's get started. Let's begin by looking at the learning objectives for this module. As we already know, writing a prompt is only the first step. In this session, we'll focus on understanding how prompts guide the AI's reasoning process and influence the responses it generates. We'll explore why prompt quality has such a significant impact on the accuracy and relevance of AI outputs, and how providing the right context helps the model make better decisions. Finally, we'll learn how to write prompts that consistently produce logical, reliable, and high-quality responses across a wide range of real-world applications. By the end of this module, you'll have a deeper understanding of how prompt design directly shapes AI reasoning and output quality. To understand how prompts influence AI reasoning, we first need to understand one important fact. AI does not think like humans. Unlike people, AI doesn't truly understand language or meaning. Instead, it recognizes patterns in the data it was trained on and predicts the next most likely token or piece of text based on your prompt. The process begins when you provide a user prompt. The AI analyzes the patterns within that prompt, calculates the probabilities of possible next words, and then generates a response one token at a time. This is why the way you phrase a prompt is so important. A clear and well-structured prompt gives the AI stronger patterns to follow, leading to more accurate and relevant responses. Poorly written prompts, on the other hand, can result in vague or incorrect outputs. So while AI may appear to reason like a human, it is actually making highly sophisticated probability predictions based on the information you provide. As we've already learned, a prompt is much more than just a question. It acts as a roadmap that guides the AI towards the desired outcome. The clearer and more detailed the roadmap, the more accurate and relevant the response is likely to be. The process begins with your prompt, where you provide the AI with instructions. The model then identifies your intent, determining what you're actually trying to achieve. Next, it follows the instructions and any context you've included before generating a response that aligns with your request. In short, better prompts create a clearer reasoning path, helping the AI produce responses that are more logical, focused, and useful. One of the most important skills in prompt engineering is learning the difference between a vague prompt and a clear prompt. As we've already discussed, AI follows the instructions we provide. If those instructions are vague, the AI has to make assumptions, which often leads to generic or unfocused responses. For example, a prompt like "Explain AI" gives the model very little guidance. It doesn't specify the audience, the level of detail, or the desired format. Now compare that with a clear prompt. Explain AI to a beginner using simple language and one real-world example. This provides context, defines the audience, and sets clear expectations. The more specific your prompt, the easier it is for the AI to understand your intent and generate accurate, relevant, and useful responses. Another key factor that influences AI reasoning is context. As we've already learned, AI doesn't truly understand words in the way humans do. It relies on the context provided in your prompt to determine the correct meaning. Take the first example. Explain Python, sir. Without additional context, the AI may be unsure whether you're referring to the programming language or the snake. Now look at the second prompt. Explain Python for web development. By adding just a few words of context, you've removed the ambiguity and clearly directed the AI towards the programming language. This simple example shows that even a small amount of context can dramatically improve the accuracy and relevance of AI-generated responses. That's why context is one of the most powerful tools in prompt engineering. Another effective technique in prompt engineering is role-based prompting. As we've already seen, the AI follows the instructions you provide. One of the simplest ways to improve its responses is by assigning it a specific role. For example, if you ask the AI to act as a teacher, it will explain concepts in a clear and educational way. If you assign the role of a software engineer, the response will become more technical and solution-focused. Similarly, asking the AI to respond as a cybersecurity analyst, marketing expert, or financial advisor changes the language, perspective, and level of detail to match that profession. By defining a role at the beginning of your prompt, you guide the AI's reasoning, making its responses more relevant, accurate, and tailored to your specific needs. We've learned that clear prompts improve AI responses. Now let's see how detailed instructions make those responses even better. Consider the instruction, "Summarize this document." While it's clear, it still leaves the AI to decide the level of detail, the audience, and the format. Now compare it with "Summarize this document in 5 bullet points for senior managers." This prompt clearly defines the task, identifies the audience, and specifies the format of the response. By including these 3 elements, you remove ambiguity and give the AI a much clearer direction to follow. The more precise your instructions are, the more focused, relevant, and useful the AI's response will be. This is one of the key principles of effective prompt engineering. Another powerful prompt engineering technique is adding constraints to your prompts. Constraints help keep the AI focused by clearly defining what the response should and should not include. For example, you might specify a maximum word count, ask the AI to use bullet points, avoid personal opinions, write in simple language, or provide only verified information. These limitations reduce ambiguity and narrow the range of possible responses, making the output more precise and aligned with your requirements. In simple terms, adding constraints gives the AI clear boundaries to work within, resulting in responses that are more accurate, consistent, and easier to use for your intended purpose. Another highly effective prompt engineering technique is providing examples within your prompt. This approach is known as few-shot prompting. Instead of simply telling the AI what you want, you first show it an example of the type of response you expect. The AI analyzes that example, identifies the underlying pattern, and then applies the same style, structure, or format when generating its own response. This technique is especially useful when you need consistent outputs, such as writing emails, creating reports, generating code, or following a specific writing style. In simple terms, examples teach the AI by demonstration. The clearer your examples, the more accurately the AI can understand your expectations and produce reliable, high-quality results. By now, we've explored several techniques that improve AI responses. The next step is bringing them together into a well-structured prompt. A good prompt isn't just a question. It follows a logical structure that guides the AI from start to finish. Begin by assigning a role, then clearly define the task. Next, provide the necessary context so the AI understands the situation. Add any constraints, such as word limits or writing style, and specify the output format, whether it's bullet points, a table, or a paragraph. Following this structure reduces ambiguity and makes it much easier for the AI to interpret your request correctly. In short, a structured prompt leads to more consistent, accurate, and high-quality responses, making it one of the most important practices in prompt engineering. Everything we've learned so far leads to one important conclusion: better prompts produce better AI reasoning. When your prompt has a clear objective, the AI understands exactly what is expected. By providing context, instructions, examples, and constraints, you guide the model through a logical reasoning process. This structured approach helps reduce hallucinations, improves accuracy, and creates more consistent and reliable outputs. Remember, prompt engineering is not about making AI smarter. It's about communicating your requirements more effectively. The better you design your prompts, the better the AI can reason, solve problems, and generate high-quality responses. Let's bring everything we've learned together into a simple prompt engineering formula. A high-quality AI response starts with a clear objective, so the AI understands your goal. Next, provide relevant context to give the necessary background. Then add specific instructions that explain exactly what the AI should do. You can further improve the response by including constraints, such as word limits, tone, or style, and by defining the desired output format, whether it's a table, bullet points, or a report. When these 5 elements work together, they reduce ambiguity and guide the AI through a clear reasoning process. Think of this formula as a checklist. The more complete your prompt is, the more accurate, consistent, and useful the AI's response will be. Let's quickly recap the key concepts we've covered in this module. We've learned that prompts guide how AI generates responses, and the quality of your prompt directly influences the quality of the output. We also discovered that context helps the AI interpret your request more accurately, while role-based prompting changes the AI's perspective and expertise. Adding constraints improves reliability by reducing ambiguity and keeping the response focused on your requirements. Most importantly, remember that better prompts lead to better reasoning. By combining clear objectives, relevant context, specific instructions, constraints, and the desired output format, you can consistently generate accurate and high-quality AI responses. These principles form the foundation of effective prompt engineering and will help you create better prompts for any AI application. Thank you for completing this module on how prompts influence AI reasoning. You now understand how prompt quality directly affects the way AI interprets instructions, reasons through problems, and generates responses. In the next module, we'll build on these concepts by exploring more advanced prompt engineering techniques and practical applications. Thank you for learning with the London School of Emerging Technology. We look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Ready to take your AI skills to the next level? Enroll in our self-paced Prompt Engineering Mastery Beginner to Advanced course and learn how to create powerful AI prompts using ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and more. Build industry-ready prompt engineering skills, explore real-world AI workflows, and stay ahead in the AI revolution, all at your own pace. Use coupon code to get 15% off today. Scan the barcode or visit the course page now to start your journey into prompt engineering.